In the early 2000s, a small boy barely old enough to read began talking about a life that made no sense for a child his age. He did not claim to be a king. He did not speak of war, death, or tragedy. Instead, he spoke calmly about Hollywood. At just 5 years old, the boy said he used to work in the film industry, not as an actor, not as a director, but as a talent agent. Someone who negotiated contracts, arranged meetings, and knew movie stars personally. His parents assumed it was imagination, but the details kept coming, and they were specific. He named studios. He described office layouts. He spoke about driving through Hollywood streets long before he was born. Most chilling of all, he spoke the way adults speak when remembering work, with boredom, routine, and familiarity. The names he should not have known. The boy mentioned MGM casually, not as a famous landmark, but as a place he worked with. He talked about attending parties with actors, about contract disputes, about traveling constantly for business. Then he mentioned a name, Marty Martin. At the time, Marty Martin was not a household name. He was a real Hollywood agent who had worked during the golden age of cinema, representing actors and managing careers behind the scenes. He had died decades earlier. Researchers began checking the boy's statements. They expected inconsistencies. They found confirmations, facts that matched the real life. The boy described living near Hollywood Boulevard. Records showed Martin had lived there. He mentioned specific studios Martin worked with. They were correct. He spoke about personal habits and private details, things never published, never taught, never mentioned in media. To verify the claims, researchers contacted Martin's surviving family. They were stunned. Details the boy mentioned were confirmed by relatives. Details even researchers did not know until they asked. No trauma, no fear, no benefit. Most reincarnation cases involve violence, fear, or emotional distress. This case did not. The boy never described dying. He never spoke of pain. He did not seem confused or frightened. He simply remembered a previous adult life, a quiet, professional one. The case was investigated by Jim Tucker, a psychiatrist at the University of Virginia, who has documented hundreds of reincarnation cases worldwide. What disturbed Tucker the most was not the accuracy. It was the absence of motive. The family gained nothing. The child showed no desire for fame. There was no religious or cultural pressure to believe in reincarnation. And as the boy grew older, something familiar happened. The memories faded. By the time he reached school age, the Hollywood memories began slipping away. Just as they had appeared, they dissolved. This pattern, vivid memories between ages 2 and 6, followed by gradual forgetting, appears repeatedly in documented reincarnation cases. But this one left a question that still has no answer. If trauma is not required, if belief is not required, if imagination is ruled out, then where did the memories come from? Because the